you can use the same newsworthiness.
Yeah,
He
slap.
also received
Slap
2
the
years
cheeks.
imprisonment.
Imagine if you have a superhero's name. Would you do good and deliver justice to the Unlawfuls? Or you would be the villain instead? Today we are gonna be watching the unlawful activities of Batman bin Suparman. God, this name is just stupid. I'm sorry.
In 2008, this image became a popular meme on the
It
internet.
is a meme.
The Singaporean identity card of
Bro,
a fella
and it's
named
Singapore.
Batman bin Suparman.
Bro.
This is obviously one of the greatest names of all time.
My
Perhaps
God.
even better than
If it was me, you won't see me in the face of the internet. Or I will change my freaking name, no matter what the cost is, okay? Who will go out with an ID card like that, man? Oh!
Bumfarto. The debate between
There's a lot of
Batman and Superman
Bumfarto.
and which one is better has raged on for a long time. DC even made a
I
crappy
do
movie
wonder
about
what
it,
their
as DC
parents are
is
thinking
prone to
about.
do. But this guy clearly has no time for that debate. Batman, Superman, why
Yeah,
not
this is the
both?
parents.
question
Maybe the
then
mom
became,
likes Batman,
is
the
this
dad likes
real?
Superman.
Was the image digitally altered, or did someone with access to an identity card printer just have some fun? Is there truly a fella in Singapore with the name Batman bin Superman? The world would never know. For about 5 years.
Who knows?
In
Oh, okay,
2013,
okay. So
Batman
he
bin
exists.
Superman's secret identity was revealed. His real name was Batman bin Superman.
Okay.
The 23-year-old Superman lived
He
up
did
to
not
his
have to do
moniker
that.
as the Man of Steel by stealing his brother's credit card and withdrawing
Huh?
hundreds of dollars from an ATM. The following month, he broke into an office and robbed another couple $100, which is when his
Bro.
short-lived crime spree came to an end, as he had been caught on CCTV. After
Imagine what the police feel when they look at the freaking IC
his
card.
arrest, a urine test revealed the unemployed Batman was on heroin. Jesus, he
Whoa!
looks so innocent in his
Jeez,
picture. For
well.
his crimes, Batman was sentenced to 2 years and 9 months in prison. Worse still, word of his conviction was picked up by international
became
news media, who had a
famous
field day with
person,
the
an
idea that
infamous
Batman
person.
bin Superman had fallen foul of the law.
Oh my
and the
God.
details of his crime and punishment were quickly spread
Oh
all
no!
over the world. So what kind of name is
Batman
Batman
jailed for doing
bin
drugs.
Superman?
No!
Well, according to his identity card, which lists his race as Javanese, it's likely his family originates from the Indonesian island of Java. So while his name may sound funny to us high-horsed Westerners, it's not exactly the same in Javanese.
Wait,
the correct
really?
pronunciation of his name would be closer to Batman bin Suparman, which I'm sure is still incorrect, but it's probably the closest an Irishman is ever going to get. Believe it or not, my Javanese is not that fluent. My apologies. Suparman is actually a pretty common name in Indonesia. Just a few
Okay,
months after
who
Batman's
knew?
conviction, there
Just
was
those two names combined together and you get that,
another Suparman
man.
in the news. Jaja Suparman, a prominent Indonesian military commander who was convicted for
Just don't add the freaking Batman in front. Just Suparman
embezzlement
is
in
fine.
2013.
It's not super
In fact,
anyways.
Batman's own father was most likely a Suparman, as the bin
It's
in
very
his name is an
Suparman
Arabic
indeed.
patronymic marker occasionally used by Indonesian Muslims, which means son of. So
yeah, true.
he is literally Batman, son of Superman. The name Batman
So
is
this is
not
the-
so common, which has led to
That's-
speculation that his parents were humorously minded comic book fans
No.
who lacked the foresight to predict his
Really?
name would bring him embarrassment.
Yes, embarrassment. Why don't you just get like Bruce Wayne? No. You just Bruce bin Superman. Aren't that good
on
enough?
a global
Aren't that
scale,
good enough?
when his crimes
You didn't to
became
do
a
that with
worldwide
Batman.
sensation. You can really only imagine what that felt like. So it's perhaps
Oh, I know why he did his villainous act. Because of his freaking quote-unquote superhero name, the interviewers must have made fun of him in all interviews. That's why he can't get a
perhaps
job.
unsurprising that upon his release, Batman bin Superman went on the straight and narrow and kept a low profile. Or
Yeah,
at least he tried. In
Now that you
2019,
think
the
about it, it's kinda
29-year-old
sad.
Batman was working as a delivery driver for a takeaway service. In a group
Okay,
chat
Foodpanda.
among some drivers, Batman had an argument with 40-year-old Eng Guan-hong over a new scheme the company was implementing
heck?
for its
What Batman is gay?
riders. Eng said that anyone who didn't sign up for the scheme was stupid, which Batman took offense to. After a war of words in the chat, Eng challenged Batman to meet him to settle the matter
What the
face
heck
to face.
is this?
Now, obviously, Eng knew that a showdown with Batman, son of
Batman?
Superman,
I
was
know.
no trifle. He asked his manager if he could borrow his penknife to fix his e-scooter, and kept the knife in his pocket as he went
What the
outside the
heck is
company's
wrong
office to
with
meet
you?
with Batman. As Batman
Why are you picking a fight, man? And there's a freaking knife.
arrived,
What?
Eng decided not to mince words and instead attacked him with
What
a
is wrong
motorcycle
with
helmet.
you?
As he pummeled Batman to the ground, however,
Wait, what's
the
wrong
penknife
with you?
fell from his pocket.
You're embarrassing
Picked it up
Chinese.
and started slashing Batman
What
about
the heck?
face. At
He
which
should be
point some other
went to
delivery
jail.
drivers
Just go to
managed
jail, please.
separate the two.
What the heck is
They
wrong
were
with this
both
guy?
promptly fired for the incident. Eng was
Yeah,
arrested.
just fire
and
and
at
then
trial,
arrest
his
him, put
case
him in
did
jail.
not look like it would have a promising end for him. He had attacked Batman unprovoked, who had to be treated in hospital for cuts to his face.
What is wrong
which
with
the prosecutor
him?
claimed
What?
may leave him
Just
permanently
report
scarred.
him if he does
Eng
anything
already
wrong.
had a criminal history,
Okay,
including
okay,
a similar
I
incident of
guess.
violence. He pled guilty to voluntarily causing hurt using a weapon. The judge sentenced him to a whooping. 6 strokes of the cane. That'll learn him.
Yeah,
he
slap-
also received
slap
2
the
years
cheeks.
imprisonment. It's
Slap the
unknown
cheeks,
how
please.
Batman bin Superman healed from his injuries, as he once again returned to keeping a low profile.
This poor
Who can blame
guy.
him? He's famous for being called Batman,
Yeah.
son of Superman,
Just freaking
and the
change the
public only
name,
knows him for
please. It's
stealing, doing
painful.
drugs, and getting his ass kicked by a middle-aged delivery driver. Has anyone in human history failed so spectacularly at living up to their name?
Because
I almost
he
feel sorry for the guy.
failed. The
I mean,
poor
I hope he's
guy.
doing well. You know, if he ever has kids, he's just gonna name them John Smith or whatever the
No,
Singaporean
don't do
equivalent to
that
is.
again.
Because there's no way, after everything he's been through, that he's gonna call his kids something like Spider-Man bin Batman.
No.
Although if you
Like, I'm gonna make sure I traumatize my kids just like my parents
think
traumatized
about it,
me.
maybe
That's
it's
so
not a bad
mean.
idea. Because
No.
then anything noteworthy his child did would be guaranteed to make international news.
Not
He could
good,
say,
actually,
"Son,
if he does
if you
good."
ever break the law,
If he
the
does good
headlines
things,
around the world will
sure.
read, Spider-Man, son of Batman, continues his father's criminal legacy, and you'll be globally humiliated, as I was. But you can use this same newsworthiness to your advantage and become a famous artist, or God forbid, a
YouTuber.
Anyways, if you liked this YouTuber's video, then why not watch one of my many others, like the tale of the similarly unfortunately named Bum Farto. You can
He likes
subscribe to
this
see my
one.
videos as
I
I
didn't
release
even
them
watch
into
it
the
later,
future,
next time.
and you can join.
That's a short, funny, and also sad watch. It's very sad indeed. Just don't name your kids weird names, man. What? You're gonna destroy their lives. Unless you're gonna be a YouTuber, I'm sure, I guess.